My name is Krista Rodriguez. I'm 33 years old and I'm a breast cancer survivor.
Krista was really entertaining. She kept us laughing all the time. When she was 9 months old, she would pull herself up on the piano and bang on the keys and sing. So that's when we knew.
My first Broadway show was Good Vibrations and was cast in the first production of Spring Awakening. And then when In the Heights was moving to Broadway, I got to open that show and then was offered my first originating starring role, which was Wednesday Addams in The Addams Family. Later on, I had gone back to California to direct a musical at my high school, and I was working there all day and I felt something sort of itchy, and I looked down and there was a bunch of dried blood now inside my bra. And I came home and my mom said, "You have to call the doctor." Everything changed. We have to schedule a biopsy. We need to figure out what's going on. The woman walked in with the results and I saw on her paper before she even started speaking, carcinoma.
And her first thought, which still blows my mind, was, "Mom, I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "You're sorry? What are you sorry for?" She goes, "That I might die and that you won't be able to keep going." I said, "You're absolutely right about that, but you're not going to die. I won't let you die."
No one really talks to you about what happens when you get cancer when you're 30 years old. And that's when I kind of cried. I cried because I realized I was going to lose my breasts, and I cried because I thought I would die. I was very concerned about losing my hair. People would tell me, "You're going to wake up one morning and you're going to know it's the day to shave your head." And I thought, "You're insane." I woke up one morning and I said, "This is the day."
I'll never forget the moment, but she sent me a photo. I saw everything on her face. I saw, "I'm sorry, Mom," again, resolution. I saw empowerment and fear and, all of that.
I was really resistant to the idea of my appearance changing. That was a really big thing for me, especially as an actor. On my way to chemo, I was like, maybe I'll just buy some crazy wigs. And my mom said, "You should document it."
What about a blog? Why don't you, share this in that way?
And it was something that I could do while I was in my infusions for 7 hours. I could just type and talk about what I was going through. So once the blog launched, a friend of mine who had been on a TV show called Chasing Life called me and said, "We'd like to write you a role. And you'll be playing somebody that the main character meets in chemo." And I would sit in the fake infusion chair and get my fake chemo, and then the next day go get my real chemo.
I met Krista. She came out to LA to join our cast of Spring Awakening. She's doing this show. We knew in the midst of her chemotherapy at that point.
There was a scene where she would take off her wig, and it was just so powerful, and the audience would gasp and cry, and it just felt cathartic in a way to use this terrible thing for good and to
touch other people.
Yeah.
I got to participate in the Look Good, Feel Better workshop and meet some incredible women. There was one woman who was hiding her diagnosis from members of her family, but I think it was helpful for her to be in a room where she could talk to other people about it. That was really inspiring. There are so many changes going on in your body. You sort of think, well, this is probably not the time to try new changes. It's actually the perfect time to try something new. Like, you're sort of a new being, and that it's really important to curate your new person, to love her and care for her and make her feel special, and start off that way. Don't try to pick up the pieces afterwards. Take the time now, really care for yourself. It was actually a freedom to remake myself, and I think that I got to see that spark ignite in the women here today.